Hello. Today is day 2 of trying my best to be better as an engineer and achieve my dream of being an astronaut. So today, all the standards were completed. I did my workout, did leg day and abs. My run was more of a run slash walk. Still did 3 miles, but it was a little bit longer. I don't want to overwork the muscles. Still, recovery and fatigue management is very important to make sure I don't overwork myself and end up suffering more due to that. Stayed on diet, which is good, and I improved my knowledge about 3 engineering related skills. Um, so, I also finished my application for the L-Space mission concept application. I finished application for a SpaceX co-op over the fall semester. Then I found 2 channels that I plan to take advantage of and learn a lot more about over the coming weeks and days. Those channels were Engineering Gone Wild and Flux Bench. So, Engineering Gone Wild seems to be a lot more focused on the mechanical engineering side, a lot more details about everything related to that, and Flux Bench is more on the electronic side, both of which I need to learn a lot more about. For Engineering Gone Wild, the video I watched was about basic machining elements. So, he broke it up into 6 core parts. So the first one was fastening and joining, which is like your nuts, bolts, screws, washers, anything that just connects 2 motions together or 2 components together that constrain motion. The next were mechanical elements. These are your gears and your belts. He went over the different types of gears, how they work, and then different types of belts and their own purposes. And then he went over sealing and friction reduction stuff, which is just any type of lubrication, any type of O-ring, anything that helps seal a system together and reduce friction and make sure loads are applied correctly. He also went over general structural elements, which is just like a car chassis and any of that other type of stuff. Anything that just provides structure to make sure all the other elements don't break. And then he went also into energy storages, kind of like your springs and suspensions and other stuff like that. And then he went into control and automation, which is like motors and anything else and sensors and stuff like that. He mainly focused on fastening and mechanism elements, which I can understand. The constraining motion and producing motion is very important with those gears and understanding the torque ratios and the gear ratios and everything about that. So the next video was from Flux Bench, and he talked about the general engineering mindset, especially when it comes to electronic sets, especially because most people view them as kind of like toys, and they'll just follow the instruction manual, not really necessarily learn anything about it. And it was like his 5-step ladder to learn, integrate, replace, explore, and then persevere, debug. So after all that, I think my goals for tomorrow. So I didn't get a specific project idea like I said yesterday. I have a few general ideas. I have a RC plane I made last semester that I need to fix, and I also want to include more electronic components about that. So I want to include an altimeter, maybe a barometric pressure sensor, and maybe a gyroscope, so I can maybe kind of get my general flight path, something similar to that, or like my general motion in the air. And then I could either do that or I think building like a small functional wind tunnel may be something interesting to try and achieve. Other than that, I think I want to start utilizing my electronic beginner kit so I can fully envelop, learn. That also help me get into more of the coding side of things and also the electronic side of things, so I can learn how grounding and input values work and just everything related to that, because I still really just don't know hardly anything, if I'm being honest. Next, I do want to start reading some of my books I have from like various astronauts or mission control people. I have a few books by Chris Kraft. I have from I have a book called How to Astronaut, I believe. I have Failure is Not an Option by Gene Kranz. I've read like half of that one. I need to finish it. And just everything along those lines. I need to fully envelop myself in everything about it so I can just be there. But yeah, today was good. Didn't have as much time today because I allotted time tomorrow for stuff, but I just went ahead and did that today. So I have more time tomorrow though, which is good. And I plan to get a lot more done tomorrow. Watch a lot more videos by the Engineering Gone Wild guy. He seems very knowledgeable and like a very good source. So yeah, that is it for day 2, April 8th. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.